Hello, I'm Frankie,
And I'm Rachel.
and welcome to the next part of our Witcher Let's Play. And last one we had some bullshit about banks.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on the last episode. I don't even want to think about it.
We were selling practically everything we owned to get this armor made. And I don't have... I have to destroy our old armor. This still looks really nice armor though. It's very... Oh, look at that. That's Grandmaster Witcher armor right there. We got one sword. We don't have enough money to make the other one, but that's what we'll save up for now, and that's exactly why we're going to continue doing quests and getting rewards and stuff, and hopefully some better runes as well, so I can upgrade all this stuff. Now, in the next one we said we would pick a quest to do. Now, in the current one, Paper Chase, we have to wait a week because the bastard who runs the bank, when he heard that we were dead, they just thought, oh, we'll just take the money and just spend it on shit. And they owe me money. And we said, you got 1 week. If he doesn't give us that money, we're not going to be a happy Witcher, is what we're going to be. Now, the next one, what can we do? Mutual of Claw's Wild Kingdom. Meet the merchant at the camp. While wandering around Toussaint, Geralt did not neglect his vocation and the true core of his existence, namely pursuing and slaying monsters. Having found a notice on a notice board posted by a merchant guild beset by some beast, the Witcher decided to go to the appointed spot to learn about the details of the matter. Should we do that?
Why not?
That sounds interesting. Okay, where do we have to go? Quite a while away. That gives us a good reason to go on a nice long road. Oh, I forgot about Roach's nice little saddle that we got now. Oh, we are looking good. So, let's go through this beautiful city and go on a journey, I guess. So, while we're on a journey, why don't we just talk about some random stuff? So recently, it's probably been out for a good several days now, but recently we made a channel trailer, and you know, so when new people go onto our channel now and check out, give us a little browse, they'll be directed to a very short, it's a 1.5 minute video that I'm quite, proud of personally for editing it and stuff. Me being the amateur I am, I don't have the best editing software. We use Filmora because it was decent priced and fairly priced in my opinion, and you could do quite a lot of stuff with it. Not all of the great advanced stuff that you could do with all the more expensive professional programs, and even if I had them, it would take me a long time to learn how to use them.
That's good enough for what we need though, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't really want to do crazy, or I wouldn't mind it, but I'm not too bothered about doing crazy edits and stuff. Keep it short and simple. So we finished our channel trailer, so that's one step done. We've got better looking channel banners. We still have some amazing art planned one day for our channel banners. It's going to take a lot of time and effort before we get up to that. We just want it up, everything up and running and looking nice. What else are we doing? We are working on creating a new video series, an actual official series. It'll be a weekly one. It'll be just about our thoughts and opinions on stuff like games, movies, TV shows, maybe life events. Like an example would probably be that whole Logan Paul situation that happened at the beginning of this year. If we were ready to make these videos now, we'd probably write up an episode of that series to convey our thoughts and opinions on that horrible mess.
Yeah, can't say it'd be a very positive video.
No. But yeah, we're working on that. We're just working on like a character sprite, our face sprites. So at the moment we just got 2, of the default happy smiling ones, but we're gonna work on making several different emotions and stuff that will convey our voices, and emotions, obviously what we're feeling while we're talking throughout the video. So hopefully it'll be quite nice to watch and interesting. But that's not going to be ready for a good couple of months because we've got other stuff to do. We've got to record these videos and focus on other stuff like real life stuff. So we'll do it when we can. But that's what we're doing. And at the moment we're playing 2 games, well 3 games if you count the weekly, but I mean we're playing 2 daily games. And we're not going to be doing that once we finish both these games. We're going to be sticking to 1. The only reason why we're playing 2 right now is because we understand that. I don't even know, well, the only reason why we're talking about this in this video is because we've got time to talk about it in this video, because there's a lot of this sort of stuff where we're not really doing anything, we're just travelling, which gives us a perfect time to talk about stuff. But in our other Let's Play that we're doing of 999, we don't really have a chance to do that, because it's like it's a story that's continuing, that's going on.
There's constantly dialogue.
Yeah, so, and unfortunately, these videos aren't getting any views. We're getting 0 views on these ones, which was expected. We didn't. And this is quite an old game now, so there's not a lot of people probably interested in watching, you know, someone play this, because they probably already watched it all.
You're frightening me, kiddies.
And
Chasing down witches make you go grey?
and what's it? We started off like we've done everything. We did the base game. We've done the second story DLC the first expansion they released was like a short 10-hour. Well, it's not short considering most other DLCs, but you know, like their shortest DLC they released, Heart of Stone, which is awesome. Featured David Beckham apparently, and we already played a couple of hours of this before we started recording. And then we've got one more game that's unfortunately going to do the same thing. Well, I don't want to, even though we've only done the first chapter, I think, if I remember, of Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. So we're going to continue where we left off there. I think in the first video, I'll just do a quick catch-up on what we were doing. So if anyone's interested in watching us play it, then I can just quickly, you know, give them a quick refresher on what's going on if they've never watched it before. It'll be a very short...
I need a refresher as well. We haven't played it for ages. Don't remember what's going on.
Yeah.
Camp's abandoned, but a lot of this damage is recent. Guess I arrived just a little too late. Should look around still.
It's good to be back doing Witcher work.
Signs of a fight. Paw prints, beastly ones, that's clear. Just on this spot, though. Aerial attack. Must have been. Blood. Of the fresh variety. Monster attack was recent. Man. Bled to death. Big beast inflicted these wounds. Clear from the claw marks. Must have a toothy smile, too, judging by what ripped his throat open. Draconid. Gotta be. Maybe a basilisk? Except these prints don't belong to any variety I know. Just a little different.
Draconid, huh?
Area's dangerous. I'd say there's a basilisk nesting around here. It'd be wise to remain at some distance.
Yes, I'm familiar with the matter, and quite proud to say a basilisk does nest here. I look after it personally.
Look after it? It's not exactly a pet. Beasts murdering folk who come through here.
Just a minute. It does not murder those who do not trespass upon its territory. I posted a number of signs, warnings, specifically to prevent anyone from coming to any harm.
Well, a lot of good they did. Got a freshly mangled corpse right here.
Most likely a merchant, the poor bloke. Just today, I learned 2 traders had chosen this route despite the signs. I came as quick as I could to warn them. Too late, alas. I've instructed my servants. They shall take the body, return it to the family with a generous sum as recompense.
So, families to the victims, you pay them off? Should we say that?
Pay the victim's family's compensation? Why?
These lands have been my family's for decades, granted to us by Duchess Ademarta. Beyond them, the basilisk ventures not, hunts not, it does not kill or destroy, provided it is not provoked. Yet if it does destroy, if it kills, I compensate all for the loss, from my own coffers.
Your coffers. Got a store of sons and husbands in there to compensate for those shredded by your beast?
Naturally, I cannot revive the dead, but I do make generous restitution to their loved ones. Just last summer, I paid a leather tooler's widow 800 crowns. This unfortunate merchant's family, to be duly indemnified as well.
Claim this is the last surviving basilisk. Plan to stick to that story? Should we say all these things?
Yeah.
Claim this to be the last surviving basilisk? How do you figure?
The last of this subspecies. Their population was much larger at one time, see? Before the beech forests were felled.
Mean to suggest a direct correlation between beechwood forest density and basilisk populations?
Indirect, I prefer to contend. Beechwood forests are the chief habitat of roe deer, you see. In turn, a staple of the basilisk diet. When roe deer grew scarce, basilisks made humans their staple food. Enter the witchers. And thus, we've come to this one last specimen. It's a female. As recently as last year, we still had 2. But Jocast's mate passed on, alas.
Eocast?
Should she not have a name? My father dubbed her in honor of my dear departed mother. Jocast was brooding then. 2 eggs. That she cast from her nest, alas, when the male perished.
Who are you, fess up?
Yeah.
Who exactly are you? And how'd you develop such an interest in the beast?
Count Borges, happy to be of service. As to the beast, well, this subspecies is our dynastic symbol. The Disalfareses have for centuries signed with the Regulus Platinum. As family legend has it, a female of the species rescued an ancestor, a boy at the time, from a burning building. She took the tyke back to her nest, where she fed him as if he were one of her own youngsters.
Malarkey.
To be sure, but beautiful malarkey it is.
Basilisk, know where I might find it?
Where's the basilisk nesting? Any idea?
Of course I've an idea, but you don't really expect me to tell you. Those are not toy swords. I know your intentions.
Find it myself then. Easy to track with its distinct paw prints. Mentioned 2 merchants, so I might also look for the other corpse.
Okay. Find out more about the second victim. So. There's more clues.
Basilisk scales are usually thicker, not nearly so fine. Could be more sensitive to fire, this one.
Alas, it is true. Jocast has a terrible fear of fire. She's a highly sensitive creature. Rid your mind of any thought to kill her. You would destroy the last of a species.
I don't think we really care about that because this is a dangerous monster.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Geralt, he doesn't kill monsters that aren't like violent or dangerous to humans. This thing is dangerous and it's killed. We have to take it out.
Strange. These burn marks. Beast's venom make them? Subspecies must be highly toxic.
It is so indeed. A wound from a sterling basilisk festers long.
Need to brew a potion that'll neutralize that. Busted barrels. Contents spilled all over. Must have been tannin in there. Used to treat leather. Beast smashed the barrels. That's how the scent got on the scale.
Yokoko is so very curious. Strong scents especially intrigue her. The barrels, they must have drawn her in. Drawn her to the caravan.
Busted barrels slimed with venom. Hallmarks of an attack. Basilisk must have caught the second victim here. Anyway, got 2 scents. Venom and tannin. Ought to be enough to track the beast.
Why track her at all? Your cast is protected. Her death would forever destabilize the ecosystem. Who knows what would happen? I see unforeseeable consequences down the line. Simply refrain from provoking her. Harm her not, and she too will leave you untouched. I've long suspected they do it on purpose. Scent their goods. They seek to lure the basilisk to destroy their wares. It allows them to demand compensation from their assurers.
I'm sorry, but...
What if someone comes here by accident though? They get lost.
Yep, we can't risk it. But let's see if we can find out more information about this. I've been not doing this, but... Is this it? Yeah, I think it's the Silver Basilisk. So, Silver Basilisk. Geralt always liked looking at things that don't exist. Be it a vampire with a human heart, or the last basilisk of a species that no scholar has classified. Discovering something thought not to be there to be discovered caused him great pleasure. That is why he took an interest in a contract which at first glance seemed banal, but proved to be very intriguing. It concerned the last basilisk of the nearly extinct species Regulus platinum. The thin scales covering silver basilisks are thinner than those of their more common brethren, making them thereby easier to burn. The Igni sign will thus prove very useful in a fight against one of their number. Yet one must be especially wary of the monster's venom, which is much stronger than that found in their widespread kin. Okay, so we're going to need to use a golden Oriel potion, Draconid oil, and they will be weak to Ard and Ignis. So, right. Let's go ahead and put Draconid oil on our... Which one is it? Draconid oil on our silver sword. There it is. Okay. We got Draconid oil on now. And let's go ahead. Actually, no, don't worry about that. I'll put the golden Oriel on when we get to the fight. So, here's the scent. Let's follow it. Oh, something to loot? Why not? This guy's following us.
Odors dispersed. Seems to be everywhere. Basilisk must be high in the sky. Blood stains. Clear as day.
Bloodstains. Guess we're following bloodstains now.
Sense perceptible again.
Is it? Oh, I don't see a descent. Oh, yes I do. Oh, hello.
Just as I expected. Second victim, but relatively unscathed. Basilisk must have been dragging him back to its nest for later. Dropped him for some reason. Wonder why.
Cooper's Guild contract. Let's read this. Dear Gaston, in reply to your question regarding the planned transport route for the barrels of tannin, allow me to confirm the official itinerary supported by the Guild still goes through the lands belonging to Count the Salvares. The board sees no reason to deviate from our traditional path. The Count has pledged to cover all eventual damage caused by the Great White Terror. So even in the case of the destruction of the entire cargo, the Guild will suffer no monetary losses. Huh. Okay. So the Count. They said the Count. Isn't that him? That guy who was with us. So shouldn't he have known about this? He said he'd covered losses. I'm not too sure. Hear people.
Hear something, but it's no basilisk screech. Human voices.
What are they doing there?
Let's find out.
They're humans here. I'm going to quickly add some hangman venom. Because hangman venom is good against humans. Excuse me, gentlemen. Well, what are you doing?
Yamo, Harry, prepare the equipment. Beast wandered off somewheres. We got to lure it back. And who might you be?
Reavers, they sound familiar.
About to ask you the same.
They call us the Reavers.
Reavers? Wouldn't happen to hail from Crinfrid, would you?
Aye, we do. But how's it you know? And again, who the hell are you?
Geralt of Rivia. We've got mutual acquaintance. Yeah, I know this. I think it's in one of the short stories. And Geralt does meet him in the books as well again.
Let's try that one then.
Yeah.
Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher. Know your brethren in arms. Boholt, Kennet and Desperate. New boy too.
Ah, you're that witcher. Aye, Boholt mentioned you. Said you swing a mean sword.
A professional. Good you came along. Could take on the brute together. Talk is the venom's something horrifying. Could use another pair of hands. Fee what we've gotten from the guild. We'll share it fair and square. You in?
Gentlemen, this hurts my ears and pains my heart. You aim to kill your caste? It cannot be. The creature is protected. If you fear to lose the guild's reward, I shall repay it, and reward you doubly to leave the beast be. You cannot slay the last living specimen of a near-extinct subspecies.
Willing to pay, are you? Long as we do nothing? That's rather novel. What say you to that, master? Far as I know, beasts culled the human race by 5 already.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, yeah, it needs to die. Like, it's sad that it's the last thing, but our job, like, we've let monsters go before, and that's only because they weren't violent or, like, you know, they don't want to kill.
We work together, we'll make quick work of it.
After all I told you of your caste, you would murder her?
She murdered already,
You
mate.
will regret this, friend.
It's sad, I'm not
I know
saying...
folk. I shall tell them you slew the last surviving specimen.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Master de Salvarez. Actually, not sorry. A monster's a monster. Silvery, plaid, or polka-dotted, last or next to last specimen, doesn't matter. It's a dangerous predator that kills humans. Enough said.
Herbalists, alchemists, I know many. They will despise you. I shall tell them of a heartless cur who cares not an ounce for balance in nature. You shall pay arms and legs for their wares. More!
Somebody plug this Lorden's gob, eh? Right, Master Witcher. How do we aim to fight the filth? We've crossbows. Comply with bolts while you do the hack and slash? Or all go at it as a bunch, blades in hand, fire in our hearts? You decide. You're the one with experience.
They should stick far away.
Yeah.
Like, if it's got deadly poison, we've got an antidote to help mitigate that. So we'll take it close up.
Yeah.
They'll give us air support.
Use your
Good
crossbows,
plan.
keep her on the ground. Good idea.
Did you say her?
It's a female, yeah.
Hear that, lads? We've a learned Witcher here. 100 spans out, and he spotted what the lizard's got between its legs. Right now, lads. You've heard the specialist. Ready your crossbows.
All good and fine, but the monster's not in its nest. Gotta track it down first.
Not at all necessary, Geralt. We looked into it. Gave it a think. Traders use tannin to lure the beast. Who says we can't do the same?
You got any tannin?
Came into a bit, aye. Yeah, willing to do the honours?
Okay. Sometime later.
There.
Here it comes.
Grab your bellies! Shoot the bitch down!
Right. So. Where's Golden Oriole? Is it this one? Cast Killer Whale. Superior Honey. Drown of Pheromones. Thunderbolt. Where is Golden Oriole? Is this it? Oh, this is it. Yeah, extended duration. Poisons now heal instead of doing damage. Nice. So, Golden Oriole. What else can we get? How much toxicity does it give us? 20. What did we just get? We just got 20. I say let's use a little bit of Thunderbolt as well. Because that gives us increased attack power. We'll also use... Petri's filter that increase our sign and intensity. We're usually we're 70% toxicity now. If you get 100%, you'll die. They're like that's how like dangerous these potions are. The only reason why Geralt is immune to it because it's his mutations. Well, he's not immune, but he can handle it a lot more. And I want Blizzard Superior Tonic. What does that do? 20. We've only got 30% left. Where's Blizzard? Did I go buy Blizzard or something? Oh no, Blizzard will be down here, won't it? So what's that one then? Superior Thunderbolt. What did I've already got Thunderbolt. Oh, I used a shit version of Thunderbolt. Silly me. Where the fuck have I got that crap one? Yeah, drop that. When I've already got like better Thunderbolt. Oh. Fool. Yeah. Blizzard. Whenever you slay an enemy, time slows for a short period of time. That's different. That's not what Blizzard used to do. I guess we'll take this as well. Oh, I can't. Oh well. Alright, let's just do it like this. Right, here we go.
Lost your nerve?
Oh shit. That was my imposter. Nice one!
Time to end.
Awesome!
What did she ever do to you? Stop! Mind your cast! that? To fight to the true Witcher's side? Prime the way you swung that razor, mate.
We could have handled that on
Mention
our
some
own.
fee from a guild. I hear you right?
Ha! Witcher drives right for the gut. A professional, right thorough. Your share, friend. Every last copper as we agreed.
Thanks.
Reavers are monster
Collect
slayers.
us a few of them silver scales and a tail. Proof for the guild, right?
Why did they all have to have naked top halves?
Well, I guess it's their kind of thing. Oh, we're sorry. We're not exactly happy, like... But he's killed. Too many.
And we'll get word of you to some folk. Merchant folk, meaning. They ought to treat you right.
Thanks, and farewell.
Oh, time to collect this trophy. We'll put this new trophy on Roach. Let's put this new trophy on Roach. Where's Roach? There you are. This is it, right? What does it do? 5% bonus experience from monsters. Or is that it? It's not even a special... It's not even a special one. That's disappointing. Oh well. Let's sort out a little bit more as well. So like, I don't like Blizzard anymore. Blizzard used to increase your reaction time, if I remember correctly. They changed it. I'm going to unequip that. I'll unequip the raw meat as well. I want Superior Thunderbolt. And I want Swallow. And I guess I use Cat often enough. So I'll put Cat there. And 20 hour salmon generation. Black blood is specific full moon maximum vitality. Heals vitality by an amount equal to extended duration. Heals vitality by an amount equal to current toxicity. Oh, that sounds actually pretty good as well. That's something to use. I want to put stuff that I'll probably be using quite often. I don't want to use that. I don't know what I want for my second one. Everything else is like quite circumstantial, really. Maybe Petrie's filter, I guess. Okay. I hate how I've got like a stack of Can I not just drop one of those torches? Whoops. God damn, I keep fucking up things. I find it really annoying how. Yeah, drop one. Put a torch there. Use to. What do I really need that there? Is there anything else I've got that I could put there? Magic lamp. No, there's nothing else really. I guess I'll just put a magic lamp there. For now. And anyway, we finished the quest.
Cruelly slaughtered, like a common beast.
Why is our screen all...
Sobbing over the
Let's talk to him.
Let him be,
Right
you
for
more.
your cust.
Okay, well, since we're over half an hour, we'll end this episode here.
Always like them wolves.
And then the next one... Oh,
Muttonhead.
more loot. Oh, that's the fucking torch, and I don't care about that. And the next one, we'll see about doing some more quests. So, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.